What happened to you and your child? Because I can see you are crying.
They say my brother they go Ekpo might die.
Where have you been?
I stay in Benin. Not I will come to Lagos. I will come and find my children father. Whether he will help me for money. I know see money take the trade. Now I've come to stay for Joshua Igbo. That street.
The other street. I knew there, but
I need help.
You know. I want to tell you something. God is the only God that can help someone. Nothing one picking can do. You can open your heart and give your life to God. If you give your life to Jesus Christ, everything. No, he said this in the thing. He said, "Seek first his righteousness. Every other thing shall be added unto you." You just keep calm. When you give your life to Christ, open up. Don't hide anything for God. Now for Jesus, don't look at anybody, but for God. What's the name of your child?
Obey.
Where is his father?
Ide Benin.
So it's only you that came with her. Is she the only son? Is she the only daughter?
No.
How many?
There are three, no, but they don't want to deal with the father. They are different men are born up for. This one father they Benin. The other one they play they go. With this by December now we they go. If we don't find money, the market when they do, I know they see money. Because they.
I want to start marketing. I want to carry your country along so that everybody have see how the mosquito bites, inclement weather. Let's see how it is. So the members of my family go out every year under the bridge, over the bridge, to identify with these people who have no access to home due to various circumstances beyond their control. And we are carrying the whole nation along this time so that we can weave up sympathy from religious bodies. But all is not government or not government. Individuals who can help, corporate bodies can help. There are multinational companies making money in this country. They invest in welfare housing scheme. Well, a scheme where anybody who, a housing that's a charity houses for local government, for individual. Every local government has a charity housing unit.
But let me ask you one question, sir. Since you started this campaign, what has been the response from two sides? The homeless who want to help, what have they accepted this program and initiative, and to what extent have you been able to do that? And to those you expect to support a project like this, what also have been the response? Take one after the other.
We're talking about the people we are working on. We find out that each year we come out like this, many of them, they remember home. There's a homing instinct in every individual that makes him want to think about home. But when they see people from home mixing up with them, they feel like coming home. We have a number of people who, after we slept with them this way in the previous years, they came and told us they don't want to live outside the gate. So what we do is rent one room here, one room there, furnish room for them. Many of them are here. In fact, the number of them are here today who have become part of the system because they have tested life again at home and they are looking better and richer. Even when we are not giving them enough money like they make outside, but because their minds are settled, all of them are looking fresh. That man is one of them. He spent 27 years under the bridge. He's looking fresh and better than he was before. Many have decided that if the Nigerian can come out to join them, to mix up with them, any of them want to come back home. They will find value for it.
For people or donors to help this very noble project. Have you been able to identify anything that you can point to that is making them? Is it that we don't care for the less privileged in our society, or that we're too busy to spare a thought for them, Or we are so self-centered, we don't want to power with the money, we take out the leftovers. What? Because Nigeria is supposed to be a very rich country.
One, the orientation is poor from the government. I think the government needs to mobilize the citizenry, particularly the high class, the multinational companies, the big companies taking government contracts. Let them encourage them to put some of this money back to the public in forms of, in this form, by assisting people, organizations like ours and others. That's what I think. Corporate bodies too, lavishing money, I mean, declaring dividends, making people, attracting investors through marvelous declaration of profit. That's what we're talking about. We find out that even their junior workers, they are in slums. The managers and the MDs stay in the hotel. The laborers themselves are suffering. They don't even remember their own staff. Nigeria is poor. Nigeria is, every time we appear or we have coverage from the press like this, we find out that we have a surge of people needing help. And hardly have been any time when anybody walks to us and say, I want to give this little assistance to support this work. But we are determined. Either they are supporting, we are not going to go cap in hand begging people, because we feel the more you beg, the more they discredit what you are doing. So we are not going to beg. We want to use all our very scanty resources. We are quite slower than we love. You see around us, many people are hanging, asking for assistance to get them a house. We find out with 100,000, you can rent a room for 2 years in Lagos, put bed, put mattress, put stove, put everything for them. And those who have settled down, we are not spending more than 100,000. And we are thinking to have a help like a bed and breakfast building where we can control. People who walk in, they will sleep, and the money will ask them to go to work. But at least they make sure they place to lay their pregnant women, children, all stranded. And we don't know how long we continue to look at them. And that's why some of them join the criminals, force the door open to push us out. When you keep them outside and we keep ourselves inside, they will find a way of coming inside, whether we want it or not. But if you allow a relationship, at that time we work for a better Nigeria, a fairer Nigeria, where we judge the quality of our life by the standard, by the quality of life of our neighbors. It's where we continue to accumulate money and enrich ourselves and don't care about our neighbor. We are creating problems, because that's why many people are, the incidence of armed robberies is on the high scale, because people are trying to break the house and set people out. So we are determined to work, but as I'm talking now, for almost 3 years we've been doing this thing, we have not seen even encouragement either from any governmental body, even only inviting us or checking what we are doing. We even wrote, the police wrote everywhere, come and investigate what we are doing. If you cannot partnership with us, if you leave us alone. Last year, we have been able to take at least over 50 area boys out of the streets who are around us today, living, having career, having vocation, and doing well. And they are ready to bring their colleagues out if you have a backup. But there's nobody's coming.
So are you now saying if Nigeria has a welfare scheme, because what you can do now is for a little number of people? But do you envisage a solution if Nigeria has a welfare system for the whole citizenry? Won't that solve a lot of problems?
We are doing this to stimulate the government. You see, it's unfortunate that the issue of housing is misdirected. Government, state, local government, state government, federal government, they talk more about, they look at housing or shelter as investment. We are not looking at investment. As long as we keep putting investment behind the focus, there won't be welfare, there won't be shelter. Shelter, welfare by shelter. I mean shelter is for a welfare package. A shelter which is a welfare package is what we are talking about. They ask Nigerians to save 4,000 naira a month, that in 2.5 years the poor person will have a house. Nigerians cannot save 95% of Nigerians, or 80% cannot save 4,000 naira a month. And because when you are well fed, that you are able to invest a little. There's nothing, they have not been able to feed for a month. Not talk of having 1 naira to invest. Are we not saying those ones who cannot save that money and invest that will not even have a house where they're head till they die? No, it's not fair. And they form the bulk of the population. And that's what we're saying, that let the government change position, not If they keep on looking at the monetary gain from selling houses, no, there won't be welfare for this one. No, there won't be shelter proper, and shelter is government responsibility. Either you have money or you don't have money. There's a need to shelter your people. Make sure they live on their roof. Let the government build low-income rentable houses, cheap houses that low-income can rent in the cities. Where will a tenant, where will a person afford 2 years rent? But if government goes into rent rentals, I mean house renters, for the poor, purely for the poor, the thing will change. And we are also soliciting for allotment of seats, special seats for the less privileged in all the 3 levels of government, the 3 levels of government, the local government, the state government, and the federal. If we have the disabled, a seat for the disabled or the less privileged, they will fight for their colleagues. There's no way in this country today that the poor can ever contest with the rich and win a seat in any of the houses. They don't have the money, they don't have the capability. But if a seat is allotted to them, only to be competed, I'm not talking of being just orphan alone, young orphans, young widows, no, disabled. Let it be within them. When those guys get there, they will talk of their colleagues. But not now when there's a margin, only money bag, make it to the Senate, make it to the state assemblies. So we are also campaigning for that. I'm also trying to tell the public that they should stop destroying houses. Ethnic fights, a lot of houses, bulk of the houses that are being destroyed through ethnic fights is more than the one the government has demolished. Go to Modakeke, go to Ife, go to Wari, go to Ilefe. Everywhere you see houses without roof. Why are they targeting houses? Let government make it too difficult for anybody to set a house on fire. The rate at which they are destroying houses is more than the rate houses are being constructed. If you allow that thing to continue, it will be too dangerous. Let that be a mobilization, let that be a orientation among the Hausa community, among Yoruba community, among all ethnic community, that don't try to burn a house. Leave houses alone. Because every time they burn a house, you are throwing a number of families out into the homeless society. And that's our campaign, that let them stop, and let churches and religious bodies not be satisfied. When their members live in squats, only getting interested in what they pay as high. They don't want to care where they come from. It is not good. Let there be orientation between religious bodies. Let them invest in low-cost housing scheme, in bed and breakfast accommodation, in very cheap, where people can put, if somebody can rest, it's okay. That's what I talk about.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.